The furnace is so scorching hot that the soldiers ordered to throw them in literally collapse and die from the heat. That's not an exaggeration. It's what actually happened. And yet, 3 men are about to walk into that very same furnace and come out without even the smell of smoke on their clothes. In the next few minutes, you're going to witness one of the most impossible survival stories ever recorded and discover why a king who ordered their execution ended up worshiping their god. This is Babylon, 586 BC, the most powerful empire on earth. King Nebuchadnezzar has just built a 90-foot-tall golden statue. He's gathered every official and leader in his kingdom to the plains of Dura for one purpose. When the music plays, everyone bows. No exceptions. The penalty for refusing? Death by fire. Now, this wasn't just about religion. Nebuchadnezzar was making a political statement, consolidating his power. Bowing to that statue meant pledging allegiance to Babylon above everything else, above your family, your beliefs, and your God. The music starts. Horns, flutes, lyres. The sound echoes across the plain. And like a wave, thousands of people drop to their knees. Total submission. But 3 men remain standing. Their names are Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And they're about to face a choice that will define their legacy for the next 2,600 years. Some Babylonian officials immediately notice. Of course they do. These 3 Jewish men had been promoted to high positions, and not everyone was happy about it. Dripping with jealousy, they rush to the king, accusing them. There are some Jews you appointed who pay no attention to you, O king. They refuse to serve your gods or worship your golden statue. Nebuchadnezzar is furious. But interestingly, he gives them a second chance. He summons them and asks, "Is it true? When you hear the music, will you bow? Because if you don't, you'll be thrown immediately into a blazing furnace. And then what god will be able to rescue you from my hand?" That last line, that's the challenge. The king of the world's most powerful empire is basically saying, "Your God can't save you from me." Listen to their response, because this is where it gets incredible. King Nebuchadnezzar, we don't need to defend ourselves. If we are thrown into the blazing furnace, the God we serve is able to deliver us from it. But even if he does not, we want you to know, your majesty, that we will not serve your gods or worship the image of gold you have set up. Read that again. Even if he does not, they aren't banking on a miracle. They're not bargaining. They're saying, we trust God to save us. But even if he chooses not to, our answer is still no. That's courage that goes beyond just hoping for a rescue. Nebuchadnezzar completely loses it. The Bible says his face becomes distorted with rage. He orders the furnace heated 7 times hotter than usual. He commands the strongest soldiers in his army to tie up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and throw them in. The furnace is so intensely hot that the flames kill the soldiers who throw them in. The very men executing the order die from the radiant heat. Nebuchadnezzar watches from a safe distance, satisfied. But then he sees something that makes him leap to his feet in shock. Weren't there 3 men that we tied up and threw into the fire? He asks his advisors. They confirm, yes, 3 men. Look, he shouts, I see 4 men walking around in the fire, unbound and unharmed, and the 4th looks like a son of the gods. 4 men, not 3. And they're not burning. They're walking around casually. The 4th figure many believe this was a pre-incarnate appearance of Jesus Christ, God himself, stepping into the furnace with them. Nebuchadnezzar approaches the furnace and shouts, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, servants of the Most High God, come out. Come here. And they walk out. The fire had not harmed their bodies. Their hair wasn't singed. Their robes weren't scorched. They didn't even smell like smoke. Think about that. You stand next to a campfire for 10 minutes, and your clothes reek for hours. The only thing the fire burned were the ropes binding them. Nebuchadnezzar, the man who just tried to kill them, makes a complete reversal. He declares, "Praise be to the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who has sent his angel and rescued his servants." Then he issues a decree. Anyone who speaks against their God will be destroyed, for no other God can save in this way. And he promotes them to even higher positions. But this story isn't just about a furnace. It's about a decision. When the pressure is on, when everyone around you is bowing, what do you do? These three men teach us that faith isn't about knowing God will save you. Faith is about trusting God even when he might not, at least not in the way you expect. They had conviction. And here's the miracle we often overlook. God didn't stop them from going into the furnace. He went into the furnace with them. God doesn't always remove our trials, but he is always present in them. So let me ask you, what's your furnace? Because if this story teaches us anything, it asks that the God who walked with them in the fire is the same God who will walk with you through yours. If this story impacted you, make sure you're subscribed and drop a comment below. Be honest. Would you have had the courage to stand? Thanks for watching.